The horribly addictive drug has plagued the southern tier over the past few years. Since then, local fire departments have seen a spike in their call volume.
We go to a lot of CPR calls, a lot of calls where people are down and not breathing.
First responders quickly realized this drug doesn't discriminate.
It's basically throughout the entire community, from some of our nicest homes to some of our worst homes.
And they find themselves at these homes all too often. Department data shows NWell Fire has already answered 30 heroin-related calls in 2015, and these calls are risky for first responders. These gloves are the only extra safety gear firefighters wear when responding to medical calls, so they have to take extra precautions when they're on a scene that could be a possible overdose.
I think it's more awareness than anything, just the safety precautions about just different things that could be inside of the house, as far as needles and trying to not come in contact with that stuff.
Because of the spike in overdoses, emergency workers have had to change their procedure when it comes to these calls. Now they're finding safety in numbers.
And a one-on-one confrontation is not a good confrontation for anybody in public safety, police, fire, or EMS. So by changing our procedure and going to 2 people, or even waiting for the ambulance crew to get there with 2 or 3 more, when we walk in with 4 and 5 people, we do have a little bit of a margin of safety.
But the dangers don't stop there. It's especially risky when EMS workers have to deploy Narcan on an overdose patient. When police officers arrive on the scene, they're typically armed with a taser, a nightstick, and a gun. For firefighters and EMTs, it's a much different scenario.
With the nasal Narcan, they bring people back. People don't realize that a lot of times when people are revived with nasal Narcan, they come up very violent.
Some people, they wake up and realize that you just took away their high, so they become violent. You can be throwing off the people, trying to hold them down, control them.
Still, the benefits of Narcan are many. NWell Fire personnel don't currently carry it, and they have to wait for EMS crews to arrive on scene with the drug. But that may soon change.
We're in the process of exploring a first responder program as we speak, and hopefully, if it's adopted by the Board of Fire Commissioners, in the next few months, our people will be trained and will be carrying that.
But more than anything, firefighters believe prevention is the only key to kicking this epidemic.
The biggest thing here we can do is address the problem before the fire department needs to be called. Getting people out, family members coming forward and actually having the conversation with people saying, hey, you have a problem and we want to help you, and getting those resources to people before they overdose.
A proactive approach to a deadly problem. In the town of Union, Carrie Longabuco, Fox 40 HD News.